his little helmet. Just ran through a four-way stop. The kid was in the middle of the street, like he's on a motorcycle, which he's not. He ran the stop sign, and I'm turning in the intersection, and he runs the stop sign. I almost hit a kid within the last 10 minutes, okay? Okay, it really shook me up. I was looking what was going on. The kid was supposed to stop. I'm in the intersection. Here he comes. I slam on my brakes, dude. I almost killed that kid because I don't care. If I would have hit the kid, he had on a helmet. I'm sure he had a broken bones. He'd have been in bad shape. I would have been a total wreck. Okay. Anyway, I pulled over here in my neighborhood, and I mean, I can't believe it. I called the police, and I'm like, y'all need to get out here. The kid's going this direction. He had on this, blah, blah, blah. I still can't, I can see that kid coming. I mean, he almost hit my car. I can't believe it. Parents out there, you get your kids these little electric bicycles, and they get this Evel Knievel thing going on in their head. They get out here in the traffic, okay, on the street with their helmet and their electric bicycle, and they're going to play tag with cars because they think that they can, and apparently they're just going to do it. I don't know whose kid that was, but you probably won't know it when the kid gets home unless the police catch him based on what I described he was wearing. But your kid might not be as lucky as the one that I slammed on my brakes and all my stuff hit the floor and the kid just zoomed by, okay? Didn't even flinch, man. Didn't even flinch. So all y'all with these electric bicycles and everything, that's great. Okay, back when I was growing up, we had 10 speeds and we had to pedal. We were motivated. We had to burn some calories, do some exercises, right? We had to work it. We couldn't just sit there and give it some gas, give it some electricity and go, okay? That's great. More power to you. Got friends that have the bikes, whatever. But you're not Evel Knievel, man, okay? And this is not a speedway for you to jump out in traffic and try to play tag with some cars because you're going to lose. And that's all I got to say about that. I am just really, right now, I'd like to just go off. I got a whole lot I could say. But I will tell you, in Rowlett, Texas, you better watch your kids because they get out of your sight on them electric bicycles and get in the middle of the street. We're going to have some problems. We're going to have some fatalities. We're going to have, it's not going to be good. And it's something that shouldn't happen. I don't know why kids take chances like that. They got a stupid bone in their head, okay? You can tell them anything, but they're going to dare themselves to do it. They've got this bike and it's all looking good. Hey, man, back in the day, the guys had Huffies, and you had to ride that Huffy. It had pedal power, man. We didn't have all this stuff that the coddled people have with all. They don't have to even exert themselves. You know what? And that's going to get somebody killed. It's so easy to get out there and play like you're really riding a motorcycle in the traffic. Another thing, we got them on these little bitty old pocket motorcycles. Come on, man, really? Yeah, they just come buzzing right down the middle of the street, in residential areas over here. And parents just, I guess they think it's cute. Oh, look, they're in a little pocket bag. They're so cute. You know what? A dead kid is not cute, man. And they don't come back. And there's no do-overs. So parents, grandparents, whatever, Make sure that you warn your kids. Stay out of the street. Stay away from the traffic. They are not safe. Get in the middle of the street. It's bad enough when you're on the sidewalk and you could possibly get hit on the sidewalk from a crazy driver in a vehicle, okay? You got to worry about that with your kids anyway out there. You know, something happening like that when your kid is in the right, the kid's on the sidewalk, and some idiot jumps the curb, you know? It happens. Sadly, it happens. But these kids just get in the middle of the street. See, I've seen kids in the street around here. And I'm just thinking, oh, that's not good. That's not. But one run a stop sign, I nearly creamed him just a few minutes ago. Whole nother level of, man, this has got to stop. You know, I was looking, I'm paying attention. I stopped. I threw on my brakes. But you know what? What if there's a distracted parent in the car doing something or talking to somebody or checking a kid or doing anything? That's a dead kid right there in the middle of the street, okay? And it happens that fast, okay? So I'm going to shut up. I don't want to, but I'm going to shut up and call it a day here. I'm going to go in and just relax. And I'm going to hope and pray that the police find this young man on this bicycle with the electric powered bicycle and they do something about that because there ain't nothing but more people out there and it's rush hour. People trying to get home. People are distracted, and your kid in the middle of the street is nothing but a target, especially one running a stop sign. This kid don't even know what a stop sign is. Okay? All right. I'll shut up. Gosh. I see everybody, but uh, I don't know why this thing's on live chat. Everybody, all I can say is watch your kids, okay? And don't trust them that they're going to be doing what you tell them all the time, all right? They're human. I bet this kid, if he gets caught by the police, stopped and they recognize the kid, they pull him over, and he's the one. I bet his parents told him to stay out of the street. And I bet if they were to contact his parents, and oh no, he promised he'd never do that, you know. Okay? You can thank the man upstairs that he's home tonight. Because I am a driver who pays attention to where I'm going. But the next time this kid runs a stop sign, he might not run upon somebody like me. He might run into somebody that runs over him. And that's all I got to say about that. So, bye bye now, and I'll see y'all in a minute. Bye bye. Now I got to turn this thing off.